lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. And it's Bataze in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Grant, one thing we know about these teams, they can both go deep into their bench. That's a luxury.
Yeah, a luxury indeed. And they don't have to worry as much about foul trouble or guys getting worn down. Credit to both front offices for building such complete rosters. Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. The coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Brian, back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And that's big for Wagner's confidence when he's connecting from deep, especially in these answer three situations.
Here's Edgecombe. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, thanks. Paulo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Artis. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Maxey against Bane. Here's Artis. Count it. Artis. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This team trusts Maxey to make good decisions with the ball.
Suggs, the pass to Bataze. Here's Bane. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Maxey passes to Z. And it's Orlando on the break. Maxey against Wagner. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Bataze. On the wing, Suggs.
2 minutes remaining.
Orlando moving the ball around. From deep, Banchero. The rebound by Embiid.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
A nice shot by Artis.
And I like seeing Edgecombe share the rock like this. It shows how serious he is about involving his teammates.
Orlando calls timeout. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heavy player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
1:41 left to play in the first. Quarter. From deep, Banchero connects from downtown.
Yeah, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Uses the glass on the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Shot from 12. Edwards pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Pass to Artis. Here's Barlow. Black defending. Here's Grimes. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Banchero. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Grimes, the pass to Z. And it's in there. Artist has got 6 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Philadelphia foul call. Artist. First personal foul. First team foul.
27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Drummond against Banchero. Shot clock at 6. They need this. No good. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Philadelphia on top,
16.
leading by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this.
Substitution on the court.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Trendon Watford. Also, Andre Drummond out there. Maxey out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Artist in at the point.
Read their discipline.
He in their last game against the Wizards put on a show. He ended up with 12 points and hit a high percentage from the floor and from the line. He showed just how reliable he can be when his role on the floor is expanded. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. What a commanding performance in that one. He led the charge for his guys.
Yeah, it's clear this guy is unafraid. He relishes the opportunity to take over for his team.
Yeah, so now the question is, can he do it again? Playing like that consistently is not easy.
Counted good.
Maxey's
got 6 points in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Bane against Maxey. 1:07 left in the first half. Back to Bane. Clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Drummond grabs the miss.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Two shots, two makes. Off to a good start.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
30 seconds left to play in the half. The 3 from Banchero. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Suggs surveys the D. Banchero no good.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do.
Philadelphia,
protect
45.
the house.
And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
On the wing, it'll be Bane and Wagner. Goga Batadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
puts up the 8-footer. Embiid. And he banks in the layup. Embiid's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint.
Magic
Look at
timeout.
Joel putting his size to work.
And the Magic call time here.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George is checked in. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
And the 8th overall pick in 2021. Grant, what surprises you about Franz Wagner?
I don't think we knew he'd be this lethal off the dribble. His perimeter shooting has really been the lone hiccup. But once he locks that in, watch out.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paolo Banchero is trying to become more vocal. He said being the best player on the team, you've got to speak up. You can't ever be quiet because at the end of the day, I'm a high-Q player. I see the game really well, and if I'm not out there talking the game, it's doing everyone a disservice. Back to you.
Outstanding. Allie, we appreciate the report. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Edgecombe. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with a 3-second call. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
Well, you look at Edgecombe. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star. Our weekend, but that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Bane with the hops.
See the pass to George. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to George. And he converts the layup. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Black, right side. Here's Banchero. Banchero brushes off the contact and sinks the shot.
Showing more patience
Timeout
this
call for
half.
Philadelphia.
His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Barlow comes in for George. And it's Edwards in for Maxey.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Black outside. Count that one.
Smooth move by Anthony Black. He can be pretty tricky with the ball in his hands.
Pass to Edgecombe. Wagner with a steal. Out to the wing. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Black outside. That one falls. Black's got 4 points this quarter.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's Hardis. 14 points for him. Edwards, the pass to Z. Here's Edgecombe. He shoots. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, look at Edgecombe making space for himself out there off the pick, managing to find his shot.
And here's Wagner. From deep three-point range. And so it's Philadelphia with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth. Teams will make substitutions. Philadelphia leading by 9. Taking a look at the 76ers. George and Embiid are up front. Then there's Edgecombe. Then it's Maxey. And it's Artis in at the 1. George left side. From the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season, Paul George is steady from downtown.
To the middle. Here's Suggs. And there's the slam. Got to finish it off.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
It's stolen away. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Artis. He's covered by Suggs. See the pass to George. Orlando with the rebound. And Suggs, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Suggs has got 20 points.
Yeah, Suggs can be pretty slick with his drive, even managing to slip past contact.
Outside Maxey. High arcing shot. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the 76ers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year.
And big-time bragging rights won today, just grabbing that season series.
And what a huge performance it was for Zeke.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in for George, and it's Edwards in for Maxey. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's De Silva. Back to Banchero. Count the basket. Here's Artis. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Embiid uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Richardson goes in. The kick out to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul.
No debate there.
Team foul.
Both shots good from the strike. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth. From outside the arc. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA.
Ooh, that felt good.
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to
Focus, focus. You going down. Get ready for that L.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to
Turn it up, turn it up.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
get to work. Here's what we're going to...
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
So 6'10" builds are super popular in my career this year. What advantages do you think a 6'10" build brings over anybody else in 2K?
Well, I think like guys like Wemby coming into the league kind of messed it up because everyone was building like a Wemby back in the day, and they would call it cheating. But now he's really cheating in real life because he can do exactly what we was building.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down. A look at the 76ers starting group. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Z out there with Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And for Toronto, the guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Dick in at the 3. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Now, here's George over Barnes, and George gets it to go.
Assisted by...
Oh, PG is dynamite from that range. You can't let him get comfortable from there.
Quickly against Maxey. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. And here is Barnes. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Artis in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammates. He knows when to make the right pass.
Now, here's Quickly. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Barrett, no good.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And it's Barnes on the follow.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
Here's Artis quickly covering. 6 on the shot clock. Artis the pass to Embiid. Here's Oubre. Again, Philadelphia.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Quickly looking it over. Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
To the paint, stolen by Quickly. Here's Barrett. And that one goes long. The 76ers leading by 4 to the middle. Artis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Quickly.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here.
2 minutes left.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Murray Boyles. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Down low. Here's Barlow. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Battle. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
1:15 left here in the first quarter. Here's Murray Boyles.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Artis the pass to Grimes. Here's Artis. Banked in off the glass. Artis has got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Murray Boyles. 11 points last game. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Grimes passes to Artis, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 10.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
It's good from long range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Drills it from outside.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Raptors trail by 10. Here's Murray Boyles. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Drummond, and it's good for 2.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. Dick is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Mobo in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. That one is off. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in Jeff Barnes.
The Sixers will go for a different look here. Oubre finds Maxey with the drive. That one goes in. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Magic was a man on a mission. He dropped in 16 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. And while he's certainly been great, so has his team. They're clicking on all cylinders. This looks like a team in sync. Guys?
All right, Allie. Great stuff as always. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
It's Barrett on the wing. A baseline J. They grab their own miss. Shed, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Artis with the bucket. Artis has got 12 in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barlow's shot is good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Now, here's Barrett. He's got 5. Jacks up a three, and that one released in time, but no good. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Toronto.
76ers ahead.
Philadelphia, 47.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Z.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Paul George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Z. And it's Barlow in at the center position. Now, quickly. Barnes left side. Dick in the corner. And he's good on the three ball. Dick's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Raptors.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Barrett. And he banks in the layup. Barrett's got his third basket of the night right there.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Artis. Just 5 on the clock. Now, here is George. Shoots the three. And no good that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Dick's got 9.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Barlow laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Assist from.
And the 76ers lead by 16.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Walter can't get it to go.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the left side wing. Here's Drummond, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And here's quickly for 3, and again, no good by Toronto. Philadelphia leading by 18. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Battle. And they call an illegal screen.
Illegal screen violation.
A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. And how about these guys? Huh? What a group. Well, you look at Z. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think. But there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And I just love the way the competition between these rookies has taken shape this year. Everybody wants to take home that Rookie of the Year award.
Yeah, it's been especially intriguing race for that this season. It is only going to get more as we head down the stretch.
And Toronto making a change here. Shed's checked in. Pass to Drummond. Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 16 points for Z.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Walter. He's guarded by Grimes. Here's Quickly. No good, unable to end this run.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Watford, that's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Artis. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Shed. He has 7. Sinks that one from the post. Shed's got 4 points this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Here's Edgecombe. Quickly covering. Got it good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shed. No good on the triple.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Edgecombe with it. Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers on top, opening up a huge game. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass.
And the Raptors with some changes. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. Brendan Watford comes in for Kelly Oubre. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Z subbed in for Maxey. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Barnes. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. To the inside. To stop the run. Pass to Walter. Shot clock at 5 to the left wing. Lets it fly from 18. And it's sent back by George.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Z.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Artis. Here's Bona. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's George. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says I think an awful lot about this team.
Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson. And Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce.
Oh, that's funny.
Good game last night. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do.
North of the border in Toronto, the setting for the 76ers. Welcome to 2K Sports. Here are the five for Philadelphia. George and Embiid are up front. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Artis in at the 2. And for the Raptors, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Dick in at the small forward position. What a great season it's been thus far, Doris. We're about halfway through it. What stands out to you?
You know what's remarkably consistent, BA? There's always a surprise for the good and the bad. A team we expected to be in the mix maybe struggles because of an injury or because of bad chemistry, and then there's always an overachiever.
George, his shot is good.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Outside Barnes. Outside Barrett. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked him what he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line. BA, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickly's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, BA, and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Here's Dick. Off with the layup.
Oh, he had all the room he needed, just failed to convert it.
Here's Artis. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Barnes against George. Barnes, it's good.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
Here's Maxey. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Here's Barrett. Excellent D there from Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 3. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
A line change here for Toronto. Philadelphia also making some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Barlow comes in for Oubre, and it's Edgecombe in for Tyrese Maxey.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Out left to the wing. Here's Edgecombe. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Drummond. 6 to shoot. George for 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
There is no doubt in the mind there of Paul George. What an answer.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Mamukelashvili offline with a 3. Philadelphia leading by 4. George in the post. Got a piece of it. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Artis. Now here's Drummond. The fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Every team in the new NBA wants to be on this list. The sharp shooters from three-point range. The 76ers, number 1.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Grimes, he's checked in for George. Here's Barlow. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Artis. The rebound by Shed. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Walter from outside. Toronto the rebound. That one drops for him.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, we know how hard this guy works and how skilled he is at it.
To the paint. Here's Artis. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow rotating.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Here's Shed. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll get things started in the second quarter with you return.
15. Philadelphia. 15.
Toronto ends up going with a new group. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining.
George outside.
2 minutes.
Here's Artis. His last outing, he had 20. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. Fades away. It's good. Embiid's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Oh, clock dwindling, but it doesn't bother Embiid. He knows he can find a shot anytime.
They've got Walter, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Brian, back over to you.
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Yet to see a basket. Goes up from the top of the key. Embiid tries yet again. Embiid just brushing off the contact inside.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
To the inside. Shed, that's good. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside. It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Inside, here's Artis. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Artis has got his second bucket of the night.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
At the end of the first half of play, the score, Toronto 40, the 76ers 38.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And, boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. George and Embiid are up front. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Artis in at the shooting guard position. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Outside Dick. Lets it go from 11, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Philadelphia shooting the rock at 58%. Artis misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
The 11-footer. Here's Barnes. Nice move in. Side from Barnes.
We know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy has a non-stop motor. It shows most especially on the offensive window.
Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond comes in for Embiid. And Watford subbed in for George. Here's Watford. And the layup is good off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Raptors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Barnes. Barnes using his length to beat him inside.
You love how Scotty Barnes embraces the challenge of a contested shot. Don't back down, Scotty.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Raptors got the job done. He contributed 20 points, and a total like that was good enough to mark his high for the season. A statement game from him where he took his play to the next level. What's he have in store for us tonight, guys?
Great report there, Allie. And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Quickly, passes to Barnes. Toronto passing it around. And the... Dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Here's Artis. Shots blocked.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Barrett. Oh. And makes it with the kiss. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
And Toronto calls time here. Here's Edgecombe. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Dick is out there with Barnes. And it's Murray Boyles in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Well, how about the length and athletic ability of Kelly Oubre Jr.? Go ahead in there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
Raptors ball.
Here's Barnes. Outside Dick.
Come get it.
6 on the shot clock.
Go, look at the clock.
Soft touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 8.
How about Grady Dick showing he can handle some physical defense, converts inside.
Offensive board. Drummond. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Murray Boyles. Drummond defending. Oh, Drummond with a block.
Andre Drummond in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor. Big-time defensive block.
Here's Oubre. And he makes it.
Kelly
Oubre's got 4
Jr.
points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Murray Boyles. Drummond defending. Here's Quickly. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They managed to get the rebound, but that's an area where they've been struggling tonight.
See the pass to George. And that one good.
You've allowed Paul George to lock in and get his rhythm. Now you better start to stop him.
Quickly from outside. It's rebounded by George.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Pass to Drummond. Out of bounds. The Raptors will take it.
Raptors ball.
Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. 2-point game. Poeltl finds Barrett. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Quickly. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Artis. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. And that's now 8 points here for Z.
Oh, nice play by Embiid. Not just holding it, moving the ball.
And Toronto calls time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs that has the most.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Paul George.
Hey, guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Can they get it? And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, commanding the ball in big spots. Maxey is so fearless.
Now here's Barrett. Defense right on him. That one goes. Count it.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
And the 76ers call time here.
They're
ahead by 2. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter here. Paul George is checked in for the Sixers.
Paul George.
And so here is Philadelphia. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Back to Maxey. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen. It's a one-on-one situation. Count it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Barrett. Money. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
One thing you know about RJ, if there's a shot to be taken, even in a big-time moment, he will step in.
Maxey against quickly.
Toronto foul. R.J. Barrett. Third personal foul. First team
Good on
foul.
the first. And that makes it a 3-point
At the
lead.
line for the 76ers.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
And Toronto calls time here. They're behind by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
There's 21 seconds left in the game, and it's quickly with a miss.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
At the line for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
Here's Dick. Oh, he's way off from outside. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So it's Philadelphia picking up the win.
That's the end
This
of the
was a
game.
hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall. And got the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill.
NBA 2K, anybody can become an NBA player, right? Like, you go in there, you make your build, you're on the court, you feel like you're in there. Yeah, you're my player, exactly. So if you're making a my player, are you going to make a my player like your build, or are you going to make it something different?
I would do my build a little taller, maybe like 6'8", maybe.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for the NBA Live. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The rim protectors standing tall for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the 3. And for Philadelphia, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Artist in at the small forward position. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. 2 of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Pass to Tyson. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Artis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And George kicks to Artis. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Maxey. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Got it off just in time. Good awareness from Maxey.
Pass to Mobley. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Artis with the bucket.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Harden's shot is off.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Down low. Artis with the bucket. Artis has got 5 points so far.
Smart pass. You'll have to love that all-around game of Tyrese Maxey.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And powering into the first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look at the power rankings. You take a look at the Cavaliers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now for the 76ers, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, No clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Harden. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Making the circus shots. That's just a routine play for James Harden at this point in time.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown. For Philadelphia.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Sam Merrill, he's checked in for James Harden.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Schroeder, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D could afford to give him.
Here's Artis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Almost halfway through the season. Let's check out the standings in the East. You take a look at the 76ers, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Cavaliers, they're in third place.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
Schroeder passes to Mobley. Now Merrill. He's guarded by Grimes. Mobley. And it's sent back by Drummond. They retain possession.
Merrill.
The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Artis. He's got 14. Misses the 3. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. Makes it off the glass.
Dennis Schroeder.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points
on the court.
from close range.
Mobley, wide ball, and the buzzer beat is good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. After this break, we'll be back with
substitution on the court.
2K insider Shams Charania on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons, and front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Mobley. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Green in at the 4 slot. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Raptors looked really strong. He added 8 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. There is no slowing this team down right now, and it's because he has been so incredible for them during this run.
Great stuff, Allie. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
And his teammates shouldn't be relying on him to do that either. They need him to be ready to step it up.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Philadelphia has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
Maxey showing off the handles.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Floats it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
To the paint, here's Artis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 16 points for Z.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
And there it is for him. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
That is fierce. You want to see a player with no fear? That is Tyrese Maxey.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green, the pass to Mobley. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
You want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Pass to Merrill. There's Green with the 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
45. Cleveland, 39.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Z.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Edgecombe is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Artis in its small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 6-point game. Artis with the bucket. Artis has got the first bucket of the third here for Philadelphia.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden inside the 3-point line, and he hits the jump shot.
Scans the floor, runs the picks. Harden executes nicely.
Philadelphia leading by 6. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. A nice shot by George.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
He's off on that one. Good D by Drummond.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Greg, last season, the Cavaliers with 64 wins. That's the 3rd most in franchise history.
But crushing disappointment and losing in the second round. They need to be criticized and acknowledge they need to be tougher mentally.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. Back to you.
Yeah, but tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in. Trendon Watford comes in for George. Kelly Oubright's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Harden surveying the D. 13 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 13th in assists and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. And Philadelphia making a change here. Arlo's checked in, out left to the wing. Watford passes to Artis. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come
2
from
minutes
inside the
remaining in the
paint.
third. 2 minutes.
Harden bounce pass. Mobley outside. Back to Allen. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers leading by 14 to the inside. Artis. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And the Philadelphia's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. So with Harden on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Allen. And it's Tyson in at the power forward. Mitchell kicks to Allen. Now Strus. Back to Allen. Pass to Tyson. 6 to shoot. Now here's Schroeder. Fires away from outside. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And Cleveland making a change here. Harden's checked in.
James Harden.
The 76ers leading by 13. Inside. Here's Artis. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
George with no one around. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And he comes up with the deuce.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And that one drops. Maxi's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Maxi's offensive output can be overwhelming. He's so fast and has so many ways to attack you.
A 3 from Strus. No good on that one.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Harden. Embiid, the pass to Artis. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Mobley, he's checked in for Cleveland.
Cavaliers substitution.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tyson. And the layup's good off the glass.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Bounce pass Maxey. Artis the pass to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Dennis Schroeder.
For the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Harden right side. In the corner, it's Mobley. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Maxey passes to Artis. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Clock at 2. Embiid, no good. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia leading by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the 76ers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Z.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Harden finds Mitchell. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Mitchell.
Pass to Embiid. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, it never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation.